this piece of hardware, this X-ray machine or this robot only works with this software on this OS.
My Hasselblad FlexTight scanner, I had to buy a 2007 Mac Pro to run it because it only runs up to High Sierra.
Yeah.
So it's air-gapped. I will never connect it to the internet.
It's funny, I was going to mention this, and I guess I might as well. My home computer is a 2017 Intel iMac Pro, and I went to go update it to Tahoe this past weekend, and it's not supported. And I'm like, I guess I have to buy a new computer. I mean, I don't have to. I could keep using it.
You really want Tahoe on it.
Yeah. But, yeah.
I'm experiencing the same thing at home with my, aka your old 2017 Intel Mac Pro.
Mm-hmm.
And it's funny, I was up very late last night compiling binaries for Intel architecture, trying to get various apps and stuff to work, and it's over.
Yeah.
The dream is dead.
I might have to go pop in an Apple store.
I'm glad I quit that company.
Now that we've said this, I want to hear all the extremely niche scenarios that some of our audience might be using. An old version, old unsupported
light computer.
My toothbrush runs on Windows XP. I
That's a
update it.
sick toothbrush. It's also 25 years old.
Tooth tunes.
Tooth tunes, baby.
But yeah, we say goodbye to Windows 10. But in 10 years, when we're still talking about Windows market share, and there's a 0.5% of Windows 10 users,
It's going to happen.
we know you're out
Sooner
there.
or later.
Be one of them.
Funny enough, Windows also posted a teaser tweet yesterday, which it says, your hands are about to get some PTO, waving emoji. Time to rest those fingers. Something big is coming Thursday. Emoji. It's got to be
something
AI.
AI related. Yeah, it's probably you can talk to your computer.
But what are the chances it's Clippy?
No.
Not zero. Never zero. It's never
That
zero.
would be cool.
I feel like there's got to be a reason they're not bringing Clippy back. Is there like a weird copyright or
It seems like an
trademark thing
alley-oop
that
to
they
me.
lost? Or
No,
hates him.
no,
but we hate him so much we want
It's
it back
easy
now.
to make fun of.
I know. Literally,
But it's endearing.
instead of Copilot, they could have just done Clippy,
Yeah.
and everyone would have loved it.
It could have been offline. We would have been like, yeah, but it's Clippy.
It's Clippy.
Give him a chance.
Yeah. He was bad
got
originally
eyes.
too.
He's got a face.
It's just nostalgia. He was always bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Clippy was always pretty good.
If I got AI questions that were wrong, but it was Clippy, I'd be like, you'll get them next time, pal.
Yeah, exactly. This is
So
what
maybe
I'm
that's
saying.
the key. Anthropomorphizing your bad AI is the key to making it accepted by regular
sort of.
people.
Yeah, I mean, the problem before was that it was Cortana, and then you're like, oh, dumb computer woman, which you can't do. That's
Yeah.
bad.
But Clippy,
But now,
it was just a friendly, smiling face, and it would pop up, and it would be anthropomorphizing your bad AI is the key to making it accepted by regular
sort
people.
of. Yeah, I mean, the problem before was that it was Cortana, and then you're like, oh, dumb computer woman, which you can't do. That's
Yeah.
bad.
But Clippy,
But now,
it was just a friendly, smiling face, and it would pop up, and it would be, seems like it, and it'd be like, no, get away, you're wrong. But you would gently move it away.
Yeah.
Because you didn't want to.
And now Copilot is just this like amorphous
Yeah.
All watching ever.
Yeah, it's like
listening.
What?
Ellis, I feel like you would know this answer. Was Cortana a direct reference to
Yeah.
Halo's Cortana?
Yeah, it was the same character, yeah.
She was just annoying in the game, so like, it always. I just want to go mess around on the map. I don't want to listen to what I have to actually do right now. Now, Clippy.
How?
You've seen that?
No, I haven't seen it actually. I'm referencing a movie I haven't seen.
I was like, that's
I
a
know that
slow
scene.
burn movie. I would be very
Because
surprised.
that movie
if
is
I
so
saw that.
long it has an intermission.
Yeah.
Oh, it does.
Yeah, it does.
How long is it? How long is a movie with an intermission?
The intro is like
4 hours?
8 minutes of just like gorillas dancing.
Whoa!
And
I definitely have not seen this movie. Wow.
Marcus, you really like it.
I mean, I love
I know, it's
the.
only 2.5 hours.
Yeah, but it came out in 68,
That was probably-
so 2.5 hours back then was a long
The
time.
Yeah,
two
that's right.
VHSs.
Yeah,
For every- every 90s movie was exactly 90 minutes.
fair enough. Anyway, speaking of 10, we got one more 10 to talk about, but that will be after the break.
Oh, that's kind of you, Marcus.
Yeah, it'll be a folding 10.
Oh, I could fall.
But before that, trivia.
Trivia, dude.
You said I could fold.
Yeah,
Yeah, because I thought you were. I thought you were saying I was a 10.
Oh, I get it.
You said I got one more 10 to talk about. I said thank you.
God, I totally missed that.
Well, earlier we spoke about Xiaomi. What is the mascot for Xiaomi? I will accept 1 point for what it is, and another point if you got its name, which you won't get. So
The money.
just-
Xiaomi is a mascot. the animal you're thinking of is a mascot for a lot of things. But I don't know if it's Xiaomi's mascot. We'll see. It might be. Well, we'll guess like we usually do at the end. We'll be right back.
Avoiding your unfinished home projects because you're not sure where to start? Thumbtack knows homes, so you don't have to. Don't know the difference between matte paint finish and satin, or what that clunking sound from your dryer is? With Thumbtack, you don't have to be a home pro. You just have to hire one. You can hire top-rated pros, see price estimates, and read reviews all on the app. Download today.
Now for some questions from FanDuel Casino. Have you ever told a barber, you know what? Surprise me. Have you ever said YOLO out loud and unironically? And have you ever danced like no one was watching, even though they definitely were? If so, then you might be a thrillionaire. And the thrilling rewards from FanDuel Casino Rewards Club might be right for you. FanDuel Casino, calling all thrillionaires. 21 plus and present in Pennsylvania. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
At Talus, we know cybersecurity can be tough and you can't protect everything, but with Talus, you can secure what matters most. With Talus industry-leading platforms, you can protect critical applications, data, and identities, anywhere and at scale with the highest ROI. That's why the most trusted brands and largest banks, retailers, and healthcare companies in the world rely on Talus to protect what matters most. Applications, data, and identities. That's Talus, T-H-A-L-E-S. Learn more at talusgroup.com/cyber.
All right, welcome back. Let's talk about the last 10 thing. And that is, unfortunately, the Pixel 10 Pro Fold is back in the news because Zach got his hands on one. Did you guys see what happened to the Pixel 10 Pro Fold in Zach's test?
Got fiery.
So, yeah, it exploded. Okay, so here's what happened. He's tested the Pixel Folds before, and they they failed his durability test, which is just bending it in half and snapping the frame at the antenna lines and lighting the screen on fire and carving up with, putting a bunch of dust in the hinge and stuff like that. But this one, he somehow punctured the battery during his fold as well. I'm not even sure exactly how it happened.
He thinks because of where the antenna line is, which has been the fault spot of the last couple folds, which they haven't changed. Basically, where the battery is, where that part, because it didn't crack at the hinge, which is very impressive for the hinge, I feel like. But
Shout out to the engineers.
The engineers always there.
Boo.
But where the antenna line was, he thinks it was right around the edge of the battery to where the layers of what the battery are probably pinched together, where at the side where all of them are, and that caused a short.
Yeah,
that's just
runaway
theory.
That's a good theory. No matter what, it's still crazy. I don't even know that this is obviously a one-off. Like, most people aren't treating their phones like Zach is, so I don't know how much this matters for Google PR. It's obviously not great.
I'd guess it's more chance. It doesn't seem like it's one of those things that it's like, this is a fault in the phone, it's gonna do this all the time.
Yeah, it's like Google's gonna watch that video and be like, oh wow, one of our phones exploded, let's see what happened. And they're gonna get 9 minutes into him like torturing it, and it's like, he's trying to do this. Yeah. So yeah, obviously no phone has ever done that in his test before, but it did look pretty bad on camera, and it did explode.
Yeah. That's, like you said, I doubt this actually happens, but also he's done it to how many phones at this point?
Yeah.
Like, that was kind of weird. There was a couple other things from the video I thought were interesting, though. The kind of like hidden camera, it's not really a camera, but the sensor next to the selfie sensor was kind of cool. Mostly just because it winds up being a sensor with no lens that he's assuming is for like proximity, but when he kind of like pushed it with his knife, you could see it bowing in like it has the camera cut out. The hinge because he did dust resistance, which was really extreme, because this is the first dust resistant
sand
phone. I think it was like gravel.
Yeah.
It sounded real bad.
It usually does.
It was a lot, but I think it's fair to say that if some gravel gets into the hinge, the rest of the video it sounded crunchy, which is the last thing you'd ever want with a folding phone.
Yeah.
And then the other thing I have is just, did you see the microphone hole?
Yeah.
It's kind of like the hole on the bottom is not the actual microphone. It is a like cylindrical hole that goes in, and then the microphone's on the inside wall of that. I guess potentially enough people were sticking the SIM tray ejector tool into the microphone and damaging it. So now the microphone is kind of off to the side.
It's clever.
We've all done it. My question to Ellis, and I don't know if he saw it, is wouldn't that potentially mess up how sound is getting into the microphone?
Maybe a little.
Now that it's not just right at the end of the... I'm assuming you didn't see it.
You should hear me.
I just power watched the video
Yeah.
where it explodes. But you're saying like because the mic is recessed into the case.
Rather than being if like the case is flat and the microphone's right at the bottom of it, now there's a indentation that
It's around
goes
the
up
corner.
and it's inside of that. So presumably sound goes into a cylinder now and goes into the side of the microphone. I guess it's a phone call. I don't know.
There's also like there's actually reasons that could make things better. You know what I mean?
There's also probably like 5 mics on this phone, right?
Yeah.
I have no idea. But typically, I think a lot of smartphones have like 2, 3, 4 mics, and then they are combining, and that's the one at the bottom of the phone. So it's just usually for phone calls, and it's hearing your voice.
Let me raise you this one, okay? Like one of the most iconic mics of all time, the SM57. The sound goes in the top, but if you speak from the back, you can't hear it. It's like the cardioid pattern, right? The way they achieve that is there's actually holes on the side of the mic, so that if you're pointing it at your face, it goes in the face hole side first, and then the stuff from the back goes in, a little bit later because sound is like a speed, right? And it goes in, jets enough later, it bounces around all these sort of cavities that it hits it, and actually like cancels out the sound coming from behind because of that temporal difference. So there's a lot of funky tricks you could do with like distance and tubes and stuff like that. So I don't feel qualified to say whether this is good or bad.
I think you're qualified. But it doesn't matter because no one's poking it anymore.
Yeah.
It's safe up there.
True. I have poked microphone holes.
Have you really?
Yeah. But I'm also someone who ejects SIM cards way more than the usual person. So I may just have
that would
a
make
way
me think
bigger.
You wouldn't do it.
Well, I have a larger sample size, and maybe there's just actually there's been some phones where I have none tons of SIM card trays, but it's been like the eject port for the SIM card tray is right next to a single port where the microphone also is, and it's very easy to accidentally do one or the other.
Or you can just be like me, use your phone in the shower way too much, and destroy the microphone that way.
That'll do it. Especially if it's not
innovation,
water resistant.
Well, even when it is. Now when I leave a voice note, it just goes "Cheers me."
It's like the French dub.
Yeah, that is tough. Yeah, durability tests are one thing on the internet, and I don't think this means if you have a Pixel Pro Fold that it is likely to explode anyway. But if another one explodes, maybe we'll be back here next week talking about that. Yeah,
it's fun
Do you
to
think
watch.
this was a one-off thing because of some freak accident when he was folding it, or do you think if he took that fold, like a different 10 Pro Fold, and folded it again in the same way, do you think it'll happen again? Like, is it a flaw in that way, or is it just like it happened randomly?
Just where the pressure got
It also
hardly chance.
And it wasn't on the initial snap. It was when he was then bending it again after to kind of like straighten it out and do more. That's when it started going off. So like, he thinks it's because it just like perfectly at the edge of the battery crimps the edge, which then makes touches of all the different layers and then shorts it. So I think the potential's there. The potential probably was there almost just as much on past ones, or maybe just the battery edge and the antenna line are like almost identical, so where it snapped it got that perfect side of the battery. I don't know, don't play with batteries like that for the most part. There's always a great chance that could happen.
The way I said on Twitter is it's simultaneously very unlucky and very lucky. It's very unlucky to have like the battery thermal runaway like that, and very lucky that it wasn't worse. It didn't like burn anything.
Did you catch? I think they have because his audio is not live, but I'm pretty sure he said frickin' heck there, and I was like, good job, Zach, for keeping this family friendly in the process of a phone almost catching on fire in front of you.
Dude, if that happened, I'd just leave the room. He was like,
which is what you should.
Then your house would burn down.
It's possible. It's possible.
What?
I would cover it with a
rather
towel.
not be in the house. Yes. Cover it with a bunch of
Very different reaction.
If I can't see it, it's not happening.
Cover it with other batteries from around it.
That's how I usually live my life.
All I know is that battery, thermal runaway is like you can't reach into the battery and stop it from happening. That reaction is going to take its course.
And you can't smother the oxygen away. That's not the issue either.
So all you can do is go, okay, if this lights anything else on fire, put that fire out. But like the battery's gonna do its thing. Once it starts, it's gonna get to the end of that process.
One time I had an electrical fire and I just threw it in my sink.
That's probably fine.
Yeah,
It's
wave
just
the
like
shit
a
out.
metal box.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is not financial advice. Call the fire department.
Don't buy the $2 soldering iron. I learned the hard way.
That's good advice.
It
Yeah.
will catch on fire.
That's good advice.
All right, last little thing before we take it to trivia. Honor just dropped one of the weirdest concept phones that we've seen in a long time. We've seen a lot of weird concept phones.
I'm looking at this.
Yeah, if you know what a DJI Osmo Pocket looks like, it's sort of this little camera that you can run around with. It's very compact, but it has a gimbal camera on the front, which means that it's like hyper stabilized. It can pivot on different axes, and this phone has it built in as one of its main camera sensors, which is crazy. So the camera like flips around the top of the phone, and then it's basically on a gimbal.
Is this a good idea?
I think it's a cool
It's
idea.
hidden in the plateau, where presumably it is the main sensor,
It's
and
just
then
the name now.
it slides over
Plateau's
and then comes out from
the plateau.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, and then can pop up as a selfie camera, and looks like it does. I mean, yeah. If you don't know what the Osmo is, it's pretty much the camera on every DJI drone, like Mavic and everything, but on a little stick. So imagine a drone camera.
Yeah, the Osmo Pocket is one of the most popular sort of just like quick run and gun YouTube cameras right now. Every single person at every single tech event has one of these.
Really good for it.
Shot 'em. The colors are amazing.
I've heard that it's great.
Good ass little camera.
Well, so this is what I'm saying, and I think that this is why they are making this concept phone, is that instead of people just using their phone, because the sensor is about the same size, people are still using this Osmo camera instead. So I think that they're thinking, what if we could put the Osmo in the phone?
You know what's funny? The more I think about this, like I have seen phones for years try alternative selfie camera. Remember, like this must have been like 10 years ago. Like the Oppo N3, maybe it was, which had a swiveling selfie camera.
Yeah.
No, I thought. Oh no, Find X was the one that comes up.
The first Find X.
We've
There's a
seen that
pop-up.
too. We've seen
And
like
the shark
motorized,
fin.
yeah, shark fin. We've
thought
seen all
it
kinds
was
of them.
a Zenfone that did the flip up. Yeah.
Yeah, the Zenfone 6. It flipped from the back, so you had the back cameras turned into the selfie camera.
The Oppo N3 is what I'm referencing, which is a similar thing. It swiveled the back camera around to be a selfie camera. So once you get that extreme, you start thinking about what if you could also build in like bigger optics and like stabilization and a gimbal and all that.
Yeah.
And probably software on the phone to like motorize around and get cool shots.
I mean, if you remember the LG Wing.
Yep.
Yeah, you remember the LG Wing?
Of course I remember.
That had the gimbal software camera thing where it cropped into the sensor and it kind of felt like a gimbal that was kind of floating around.
It was a real gimbal.
Was it?
Well, this one.
Oh, this one's a real gimbal. Yeah, I don't know. I think this is cool. I think that they see a market that has developed and they think, why don't... I thought the point was that people were supposed to shoot with their phones. And yet people are still buying these DJI Osmo Pockets. So what if you just made it the same thing?
I feel like my argument with that would be the Pocket is really good at capturing like a ton of stuff. Like even one of the scenarios they have here is the phone is in their chest pocket with the little gimbal pointing up,
Like
which is
POV.
like something you can capture all the time and like something you're doing, which for the Osmo they always talk about like connected to a backpack strap so you can do it while you're hiking, where the Pocket makes, or the Osmo makes more sense because now I can still use my phone on the side. Like if I'm going to a convention and I want to do me on the show floor filming everything, I probably still want to use my phone, where this now your phone is what?
This would look theoretically better.
But you can't use your phone now because it's the thing capturing all of the content.
Right.
I guess that's my argument. on why, like, when I want a side thing with replaceable batteries and not killing my phone's battery.
Alternatively, you just buy this as a camera and then you have an Android interface which you can edit on and you can upload from it.
And cellular.
The whole thing is like its own little contained device and you can still have a separate phone.
I think I'm in on it.
This also just highlights to me how we have literally no competition in the United States. Just think of what we
this
could
is
have.
a concept. This is a concept. That's the
I
thing.
know,
This is a good idea if the tech can be shrunken down and the gimbal can actually be good in a package so small it fits inside the camera plateau of your phone. That's the big if. And they can probably build a one-off and it'll be a cool concept for
Oppo,
MWC.
Xiaomi, they've all done really weird stuff. I feel like they could do this.
I will believe it when I see it. This is a perfect example of I'll believe it when I see it.
I'm trying to imagine how thick the Osmo Pocket is, and if I think that can get into a reasonably sized phone, and I don't think it's possible.
Even if you'll believe it when you see it, we don't have any U.S. manufacturers out here that are just like messing around with this because we have no competition.
Yeah.
So
I want to see it.
Yeah.
I want to believe it.
Yeah, I want to believe.
That'd be cool.
I feel like all the competition over on this side is software now. It's all ecosystem lock-in based.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they're not really experimenting with hardware like this.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, I'm rooting for the Wally phone.
And shitification, baby. Wally phone. All right. Well, I think with that, we should do a little trivia, dude. That's right.
Nicely done.
Trivia!
Castilla board.
Oh, yeah.
Guys, when we switched to Windows 11, we lost 2 legendary pieces of Windows software. And they're not lost, they're just not bundled anymore. And one of them has a pretty big asterisk. What were they?
Hurry up, bro, I got pissed. 11 minutes, fuck.
We gotta find something new to fill this gap with.